Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are filling these nails. There is a picture of them coming shortly from when they were freshly done. I'm wiping them off with an alcohol acetone mixture right now just to get any oils off of them. And then I'm going to file them down. So that is the picture of what they looked like when I did them. They were gorgeous. I loved them. This is the Orange Crush bit from Atwood Industries. Now, if you've never used this bit, I probably wouldn't use it with gel. It is very much a really tough bit. Lots of power in this one. You have to run it on a really, really high RPM in order for it not to skip. But it certainly does what it's supposed to do. So I'm removing the color here. I'm not going to bring you through the whole removal because it's the same thing on every finger. I'm just coming down to the clear. I have made these nails originally, formed them, sculpted them with the Glitterbels glass slippers. So that's what I'm bringing you down to here. And in the process, I am going to just backfill with the glass slippers, and then everything is going to go wrong. And presumably that's what you're here for, because the title will reflect that. I don't know. I sat down today, I went into the salon, and I thought I have all these really great colors. I have really great product. I'm going to do something similar to what I have on, and it's going to be beautiful. And that was the only thought that I put into it. You know, it's just going to be beautiful. I don't need to plan this. There needs to be no planning. I have beautiful product. Here we go. We're just gonna, no, it didn't work that way, guys. It really didn't work that way. I'd like to know how many times this has happened to you guys, because really this was an epic fail. Like, I was getting really frustrated with these once I started with the color. Even at this point right here when I'm putting on the clear, I'm bopping around in my chair. I have no idea the show that is about to ensue with what I decide to try to do. Anyway, it all worked out in the end, and that is just fine. But, man, what a mess. So, the first thing that I did to aid in this mess, I must have just got a little cocky, guys. It happens. I put this glass slippers on. It dries, and I did not buff it. I just put a thin coat on, and in my mind, I thought, it's fine. I'll just build over top of it. So this was step one that was kind of a mistake. Step two was what I'm doing right now with Queen Bee, and in a second, following in with Poison. It was terrible. It was really terrible. So I'm in there with Queen Bee, which is a super cool color. Like, this is not the fault of any of these products. This color is really quite nice. It goes on nice. I'm using my older number 12 Glitterbels brush here because I do tend to do that when I'm using glitters or the Crush pre-mixed glitters. They just kind of get stuck in the brush, and I tend to not want to use my, quote, regular brush for it. So this is an older brush. Really has nothing to do with the mess up that's coming. So I put this on. I'm already deciding I don't like it. In my head, it was beautiful. In my head, it looks like rock star nails. However, it does not in real life. So I put this on. I'm not going to bore you too much with this. I don't go any further. I let it dry. I take it back off. But in the meantime, I carry on with what I do end up doing for the rest of this set, which is using Opal Crush, which you'll see in a second, that I do my fade with, and this is Barbie Candy. And it's hard to tell in the camera, but it has a pearlescent kind of finish to it. It's beautiful. I really love it. So then I come in with Opal Crush. Guys, I dug out like 6 colors, and I ended up just using these ones, and it was exactly what I wanted. I love them now that they're done. But it just goes to show that unless you sit down and plan ahead, sometimes things can go really badly. I'm not much for planning ahead. Usually it goes well. This time, however, it did not. So I'm using this product fairly wet. I'm just coming in. I'm not trying to build my apex with this. I'm not trying to build any strength with this. I'm simply putting on the color. Which brings me back to when I said things were first going all wrong when I put on the glass slippers, because now I'm building this up and it's building quite a ways. You can see me trying to get that patted down there a little bit. I rectify this later on with some art and some crystals, but it happens, and just because something small like this happens doesn't mean that the whole thing is wrecked. There really was one point here where I was like, I'm just gonna get the clippers and just snip these all off and remove the rest of the acrylic off them and go home and sit on my back deck, because that's what I wanted to do. But it doesn't have to be that way. You know, this does happen from time to time on clients. Obviously not often, or our jobs would be very frustrating. But sometimes this does happen where you file too far, you file through, and you need to be able to cover that mistake. It's not worth taking off the entire nail because there's nothing wrong with the structure, but it does need to be fixed. So there are things that you can do. So I've got this video sped up a little bit here, so I don't want you to think this is actual speed that I'm working on. You can see me looking that over and thinking, oh dear God, what did I do? So once I get this thumb on, I'm looking it over there thinking, oh, once I get that thumb on, I do go off camera. I use my Orange Crush drill bit again, and I take that right off of there, right down to the clear. I think there was a little remnants of Queen Bee there, but I take it right down, and then I just put the pink and the opal shimmer on it, or the opal crush on it. So I have a discount code, and if you have stayed this long in this video, I think you deserve it. I have a discount code for you from the Nail Throne, and it's for the Glitterbels product. So Glitterbels, there's brushes, there's colored acrylics, there's glitter acrylics, and there is also gel polish. So it's 10% off, and the code is Liquid Chrome. No spaces, no capitals, Liquid Chrome, and that will give you 10% off from the Nail Throne. And if you haven't checked out Sarah's Nail Secrets here on YouTube, you should check her out as well. She's a very popular nail YouTuber, and she has got all kinds of tutorials with this product that are really cool. She does a really amazing job editing. So you should check her out. But Liquid Chrome is the discount code. I think you've earned it. So I'm coming in here with the gummy jelly from eNail Couture. I've had it for ages, and it's always what I use to put crystals on with. I also use it to clean color out of my brush. Like, it is the clear gel that I just go to if I need something. Okay, so you can see on that middle finger, you can see on the index too, but you can see on that middle finger where when I was doing my filing, I went down too far. And the only reason why I went too far was because I didn't bring that clear down enough. So, lesson learned to me. I filmed most of this, however, I found it really hard to stay in the camera's focus when I was putting on the crystals. So I will add some pictures here that I have taken of these nails because they really are quite pretty. I'm putting like an AB crystal on, and I'm putting a pink crystal on. I usually just do clusters, and that's all this is. Anyhow, thanks so much for hanging out with me and seeing my mess ups and see me fix my mess ups. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I got a lot of positive feedback on my last video, and I'm really hoping to keep that ball rolling here. If there's anything you'd like me to try, I would love for you to tell me down in the description box. Or if you've had a similar experience, I would love to hear about it. Have a really great week.